Packers visit Soldier Field, looking for their 20th win in their last 23 against the Bears. It's Chicago and Green Bay in an NFC North clash, and it's coming up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. It's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll on Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's a right 19-21. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Come on, let's go.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Rodgers now on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! That's caught.
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
Shedding through the defense. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Out of the gun, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Kevin King with a Packers
Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the option, it's Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 123 yards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Cobb. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown Bay. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Foles' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have...
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Packers on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Cobb. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Here's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards, add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Foles. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Foles throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Foles rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Foles, a big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Cohen now to return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit up. Lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Foles, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the deep...
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Josh Bynes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give. This is Montgomery. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Play to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Rodgers now to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. I believe this is going to be a first down.
So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now back to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The connection made. It's Graham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he finds his tight end, Graham.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Touchdown, Bears! Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bears take over.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Slant to Adams.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Foles.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the move to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles, flush to his right. He finds Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Foles. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. On
On 2nd and 10, Foles eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Foles.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds Montgomery complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that score. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points